From Fox 14, the right news at the right time, and the Spirit of Community Award winner. This is Fox 14, your morning news.
Hey, good morning to you guys at home. Time now is 8 a.m. I'm Randy Ayala.
And I'm Anna McAllister, filling in for Bodie Brooks.
Thanks for joining us this Wednesday morning. We are in for an interesting day ahead. I say this because it's October 2nd. We're in our best fall colors, honestly.
Yes.
And there's no fall weather to come along with it.
Not for today, and maybe not even for tomorrow, because we are still going to feel the heat just a little bit. But as we head into Friday, it's going to feel a lot more comfortable, although it will be in the lower 90s. So for today, it's pretty much going to be a lather, rinse, repeat day. Pretty much what we saw yesterday. Highs getting up into the mid to upper 90s by later on this afternoon, and cloud cover will build in throughout the day as well. But right now, we're just seeing a few light clouds as we look off towards the east. Now that it's 8 o'clock, temperatures are going to gradually slowly warm back up into the lower 70s and even in the mid 70s as well. But currently right now here in West Monroe, it is 72. That is your forecast first.
Well, the city of Monroe is still reeling after two more shootings Sunday night, one leaving a teenager dead.
Community members tell Fox 14's Chelsea Jones the violence has to stop.
The number of victims keeps climbing. The violence doesn't seem to cease, and those in the city of Monroe are desperate for an end.
It's real senseless. It's real crazy. We need to get better around here.
There has been 4 shootings in the last 3 weeks. 3 people have died, and there are several victims. The most recent, Sunday, on South 4th Street and at Kingsway Apartments. Gunfire rang loud. David Collins lost his mom to gun violence on Mother's Day 2016.
I done went through it before. It's a pain that you'll never get rid of. It's a pain that'll never leave.
Back in 2017, the city of Monroe hired a crime consultant for $25,000 to help the city come up with a plan for crime prevention. City officials told us in a statement Tuesday that the consultant, quote, fulfilled his contractual obligations. We reached out to Monroe Police Chief Eugene Ellis for an interview, but he is dealing with a family emergency. But District 3 Councilmember Juanita Woods says this isn't something that can be fixed by law enforcement.
The people that are in the community that are seeing these kinds of activities going on, I need you to come forward. You're not going to suffer any repercussions or any retaliations.
Questions still loom as to what happened Sunday. So Woods is pleading with her constituents for help, and residents simply want to know when the violence will end.
But y'all need to come forward. Get these people some closure.
In order for us to fix it, you gotta tell us who's doing it.
In Monroe, Chelsea Jones, Fox 14 News.
Those Sunday shootings left a teen dead and a child fighting for his life. Those with this face the harsh reality, and they're opening up and speaking out about it. The family of the 16-year-old spoke with Fox 14, confirming his identity and sharing with us the details from the Sunday. Fighting through emotion, they just want to see justice for their child as well as change.
And I really do hope to God, when they do catch them, I hope they have life in prison, because they didn't have to do him like that. They really didn't have to do him like that, because he didn't bother nobody, because I know that he was a good child.
Police are also looking for a suspect involved with the shooting on South 5th Street. It happened 2 weeks ago. Police need your help identifying this man. They believe he's driving a maroon Pontiac Grand Prix. If you have any information on this shooting or any of the others we talked about, please call Monroe Police.
Well, new this morning, sources tell Fox 14 about an alleged shooting that happened in West Monroe last night. Our sources tell us that it happened somewhere near Montgomery Street. Witnesses say they heard several gunshots in the area. As you can see, that area was swarming with police and first responders, but no word yet from West Monroe Police. We have reached out, but they have not gotten back to us just yet. We'll keep you updated as the story develops. And the court's not guilty. That's what Brandon Thiesville's lawyer told the judge in court Monday. He's the guy police say killed 21-year-old Ole Miss student Allie Kolschel. But when the judge asked him point blank if he killed her, Thiesville said nothing. Kolschel was found shot to death near a lake not far from campus back in July. Thiesville was later captured at a gas station in Memphis and indicted for her murder by August. A motive here still is not clear. Photos do show the two together at social functions, and friends say the two dated on and off.
And a crash in Natchitoches Parish claims the life of an Allah man. The wreck happened Tuesday on Highway 71, just north of Compton. An 18-wheeler driven by 59-year-old Michael Roughton was going northbound, lost control, and went off the road. His truck went into a ditch embankment before colliding with several trees and overturning. Roughton was wearing his seatbelt, but he was pronounced dead. Blood samples are pending, and the crash is still under investigation.
The driver accused of rear-ending an Eldorado school bus last week is facing a list of charges this morning. A parent shares video from the scene with Fox 14 that shows the aftermath of that collision. Our Gabrielle Pfeiffer has the story.
Damages to this Eldorado school bus may seem minor, but this video shows a different story.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
A terrifying scene moments after the bus was rear-ended. This red truck slammed right into a school bus while it was preparing to drop off a child. At the time, the bus was carrying about 18 students.
You know, it was a bad incident. It was something that I definitely hope, never happens again.
While John Thompson, the district transportation director, is assessing the damage, he can't help but think about the real problem at hand.
It's a shame when you've got all these safety precautions on a school bus and you still have drivers that are that it gets ignored or it's not seen.
The 21-year-old man behind the wheel is now facing a list of charges. Thompson says this incident should be a reminder for all drivers.
Pay extra close attention when there's a bus around, and that doesn't matter if it's on the highway, in town, at a school.
The state inspector will come this week to assess the damages on the bus. Reporting in Eldorado, Gabrielle Pfeiffer, Fox 14 News.
That driver of the pickup is being charged with endangering the welfare of a minor, no seatbelt, no insurance, fake tags, and reckless driving.
And a convicted killer who's made his second escape from an Arkansas prison is back behind bars. Calvin Adams didn't make it past the electric fence of the East Arkansas Regional Unit. In Bricky's, he was found earlier yesterday hiding underneath a large ventilation hood on the prison roof. Adams' whereabouts were a mystery for more than a day after officials discovered he was missing during a unit check. He managed to climb onto the roof but became stranded. 10 years ago, Adams and another inmate walked out of the Cummins unit. The pair were wearing guard uniforms and drove away in a car left for them in the prison's parking lot. They were arrested in New York State 4 days later. Adams will now be moved to a maximum security area of the prison.
Well, on to some lighter news this morning. Community members in Eldorado filled the atrium of City Hall for prayer Tuesday. The gathering kicked off the 5th annual 40 Days of Prayer campaign. Participants are asked to follow the daily prayer guide. It was written by over 34 ministry and community leaders. The guide covers a wide range of local and national issues to pray over. City leaders say it's been a joy seeing the unity displayed in the community.
It's wonderful. I mean, we're all children of God. And so this is a wonderful way for us to get together and to focus on our community in a very positive way.
They will end the prayer campaign with a prayer walk on November 6th. For more information on the daily prayer guide, visit our website, marklemis.com.
Coming up next on Fox 14, as the impeachment saga continues, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Democrats accuse each other of trying to intimidate the whistleblower.
Hear from both sides of the ever-growing controversy on Capitol Hill when we return. But first, here is Lexi with a look at your commute cast.